You know, I've spent over half of my life in this ring. Standing right here between these ropes over half of my life. I did it because, also a little bit because I'd never won a job. And for the last 5 weeks, I've had to deal with a lot of crap. I've had to deal with legal mumbo-jumbo, depositions, lawyers, and quite frankly, I hate it because, let's face it, I'm not really a corporate kind of guy. I'm a f***er. It's what I do. Which leads me to this idea that I had, which I think is a pretty good idea, but it really only matters if it's a good idea to one guy. You see, Brock Lesnar wants to f***. Brock Lesnar said he's a f***. He's an ass kicker. Wow. I should be back in f***ing shape. So here's what I'm proposing. We put all this crap behind us. We get rid of the lawyers, we get rid of the lawsuits, we get rid of all the legal junk. We get rid of the fat, balding manager. This is not about them, Brock. This is about me and you. And doing what we do. We're f***ers, Brock. And I wanna f*** you. Brock Lesnar, I wanna f*** you bad.
You got that right, Day-Day. Here comes Slim Cara.
Slim Cara making his way to the ring. Very slim, no face.
Now, Flip Man, you've been in the ring a few times. What can you tell us about Slim Cara and his style of wrestling?
Well, Slim Cara utilizes the Lucha Libre style of wrestling, which obviously comes to us from Japan.
I hail from a green bowl of M&Ms. I weigh in tonight at 525,600 minutes. Mr. Canada!
Now here comes the head-on man, Kussion, making his way down the ringside. Kussion, another newcomer here to Monday Night Rehab. Kussion with a grotesque back tattoo.
Well, it's a new show, so I think everybody's a newcomer to Monday Night Rehab, aren't they?
I know, we're newcomers, isn't that right, the Flipmeister?
It is. Please stop giving me nicknames.
You're gonna have 50 nicknames by the time this show's over.
It's like I'm calling a show with a teacher from New York City.
And they're going at it. Kussion chopping away, but Slim Cara coming back with a huge body slam, may follow up with a leg drop, and he does!
Yeah, well, indeed he does. That leg drop, that body slam, everything suited to his lucha style.
Misses the elbow, tiptoeing across the ring. It's Kussion. He's doing the counter, backdrop him over the rope. That'd be a disqualification in the old days.
You want me to calm down?
Slim Cara would be allowed in the ring.
Exactly.
Fights only. Not allow that.
and prancing around Kussion. He's really off his game. Left into the corner. Ref's got to get out of the way. I don't know what that was.
Well, Vic, if you don't prepare for a Lucha-style offense, you don't know how to defend against it, you find yourself very much in the same position that Kussion is in at this moment.
He's going for a pin there. 1, 2. Referee Rehab is slow as fuck.
Oh, the referee's, I'm pretty sure he's intoxicated.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Dad?
Not at the moment. I'm actually 3 years sober.
Yeah, really? Good for you.
Yes,
Slim Cara back on the attack. Both hits the ropes. Huge clothesline lays out Ken.
Well, Kussion's still not entirely sure how to defend against that big Lucha offense from Slim Cara.
It looks like Kussion is just swinging at whatever you can see that's turquoise.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much all you can do because Slim Cara is moving around the ring like a Mexican-Japanese jumping bean.
A Mex-Jap jumping bean?
Yes, a Mex-Jap jumping bean. I was trying not to say that, but I'm certainly glad you did.
Oh, I'm gonna trademark that. That's gold right there.
It's
Mexican
something.
Japanese gold. And Slim Cara is assaulting his opponent with some elbows, but not before Kussion gets straight right in.
Well, the easiest way to slow somebody down is a punch right to the mush.
There's a big elbow, and that one might be to the groin area.
Well,
anything with the groinal area there, Flip Man?
I'm very familiar with the groinal area.
Groinal area? You get a lot of action in the groinal area?
Very familiar with the groinal area. And unlike Fight, there are definitely to the groins here.
Roll up! A rope break, too close to the ropes. Rookie move, gotta be aware of where you're on the ring. They hammer each other. Heb got bumped a little bit there, and he is down! Heb is down! Just throwing back into the corner. Kussion with a foot up.
Did my feet go out? Am I high?
Oh my goodness! It's Scott Steiner!
Oh no. Big Papa Pump, your hookup. Holler if you hear me. Why was I handed a list of catchphrases?
The ref is down, and Steiner and Kussion are beating this man senseless. Steiner's out of the ring. Kussion. Oh my goodness. Slim Cara, he's working on Steiner on the outside. Big pump handle slam.
The referee's certainly ignoring the countout rule right now.
I think the referee's ignoring every rule right now. There seems to be just no law, no order. Kussion wants a drink. I don't blame him.
Well, at least he's not dropping people on their heads. That's a very big plus for Kussion.
Well, miscommunication. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Yes!
Was that a thing?
That certainly was a thing. That was the best thing I've ever seen.
I have no clue what Scott Steiner just did.
In all my years in this industry, I've never seen a suplex fight like that.
That was the Steiner recliner, and this baby's over.
It is.
I believe both men were counted out.
I would believe the referee has declared this a no contest, Vic.
Tonight's edition of Monday Night Rehab is brought to you by the Federation Films movie RoboQuap. This summer, justice stumbles aimlessly into theaters. And by
His groin! His groin! His groin!
All right, we've got a tag team match coming up. It's Mark Henry and Kurt Angle, the team of Gold Chocolate, versus Almond, Roca, and Steve Blackmail, the attorneys at Raw.
Well, Vic,
attorneys at Raw have Brutus Briefcase in their corner. And Dayman, tell us what you know about Mark Henry.
Well, Mark Henry's the current Florida Federation Wrestling champion, so he's definitely got the pedigree behind him. Teaming up with Kurt Angle, a gold medalist in his own right. Two men who know a lot about victories and a lot about gold, looking to make an impact here tonight on Monday Night Rehab.
Hey. Oh, the main event coming up later tonight. Yes. Well, we got Attorneys at Raw with Almond, Roca, and Steve Blackmail.
Steve Blackmail and Almond Roca definitely tearing up the tag division right now, looking to become the greatest tag team that we've ever seen. Brutus Briefcase in their corner, definitely leading the charge for this team, who also could lead the charge in the courtroom pretty well. They've actually gotten me off a couple of different charges.
They've gotten you off, you say?
Yes. Well, it's not what I mean, well, by gotten off, I mean they got me off in court. I was able to,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was found not guilty.
All right, Damon. Pull up the talons there, boy. Mark Henry going to town on Almond Roca. Test of strength, and Almond Roca wins for some reason.
That is a huge win for Almond Roca right there. Mark Henry, a strong individual. Some people say he might be one of the strongest walking the planet today.
Oh, and he's got him high. Got him high overhead.
I remember when I was 6 years old and my papa took me on his lap.
Mark Henry, stretch muffler. Just carrying out the ligaments in that knee. And another test of strength. This one's in Mark Henry's favor.
Well, and Vic, I can tell you from the time I spent in between those ropes in that squared circle, your knee is the most important part of your body. If that gets taken out, you're done. You can't do anything.
Kick Flip McTunday, you are most certainly right. I like that last one.
I did not.
That's t-shirt material.
And this just in on Twitter, musician LL Cool J has referred to Mark Henry as that big, I can't say that word on television, blueberry.
And as we all know, blueberries are a standalone fruit, unlike the kiwi. Hey! But back to work. Almond Roca and Steve Blackmail just beating Mark Henry senseless like he owes them money. How much money? Well, you'll have to ask them.
He's a public defender. I don't think he gets paid by his people.
I think Mark Henry owes them legal fees. And there's a submission. Mark Henry gives it up. Kurt Angle didn't even get a chance.
Yeah, Vic, Steve Blackmail, with a motion to suppress right there on Mark Henry, has to propel himself up the rankings now for the Florida Federation Championship.
There will be no objection tonight. Attorneys at Raw leave victorious here at Monday Night Rehab. And they are feeding him after the bell. Order is needed in the court.
Almond Roca performing his closing arguments there on the referee, trying to keep him away from everything.
Main event time here. Macho Lobsto is trying to take a chomp at an H3 in our main event tonight. He is managed by Paul E. Greenman. Paul E. Greenman is going to have competition on the outside too. H3 has got Ric Flair in his corner.
I don't trust those Greenmen at all. Yes, the nature advocate Ric Flair. I don't know why you keep getting to mention that, Vic. What's wrong with you?
The nature advocate. Pardon me. Macho Lobster getting hyped up tonight for a fight.
Well, I mean, this one is definitely going to make the rankings of Florida Federation Wrestling look a lot different after the end of it.
Oh my. Here comes the man.
The Greenwich Vince endorsed star H3.
He's amassed quite a one-loss record in here. I think it's over 700 wins by now.
And this is our main event tonight, Macho Lobsto against H3. Huge match, huge implications on the title picture. Mark Henry has got to be watching this with concern on his face, and maybe a little consternation for the
This is our main event of the evening. Triple H. Excuse me, H3 other guy's not a main event player, unlike H3.
He's a solid
Main
boss.
event tonight is the main event. And this was the main event.
This is certainly the main event. This is the one everyone paid to see. This match could sell out any arena in the country.
And here we go. Main event time. It's El Macho Lobsto.
It is a new attendance record here at the BLT Center. 93,183 people in this building to witness such a great match.
Wow, that's a lot of hungry sandwich people here at the BLT Arena.
They ran out of BLTs. That's how many people are here.
Wow, I mean, and I heard that they had prepared over 500,000 BLTs for the one time, I was on a fishing trip with my father. One time, I was in the ring with my father, and we had a match, and I won to be a figure 4 leg lock. Speaking of which, that's the finishing hold of the nature advocate, Ric Flair, the corner man for H3 tonight.
I commend you on the segue, but I don't know how I got here.
By very, very green-friendly transportation. And speaking of green-friendly, Greenman cheering on Macho Lobsto, who's getting the piss kicked out of him. The moment H3, the Macho Lobsto coming back.
Macho Lobsto cannot be counted out as a man who has been in the ring with me in the past. He knows his stuff. He knows how to keep himself together. He takes care of himself very well. A lot of cardio out of Macho Lobsto every day.
Oh, you been in the ring with El Macho Lobsto, Flip Cam?
No, I actually was at the hotel gym with him this morning.
I really think that last mixtape's that one's gonna stick.
I hope it doesn't.
Famous. Oh, Flip Cam. And boom! Huge claw to the face. And a shake, rattle, and roll. Do lobsters have knees?
I'm sure if you open them up and cover them in butter, they'll be delicious.
That's good enough for me. And they are going claw to hand and just duking it out. Can lobsters duke it out?
He's doing it right now, isn't he?
Ooh, that was the submission we saw earlier from Steve Blackmail, but it couldn't get a job done against H3 here.
Steve Blackmail, who probably at this point thinks he is the uncrowned #1 contender to the Florida Federation Wrestling Championship after making Mark Henry tap out.
More joint holds here from El Macho Lobsto. He, as a crustacean, knows the importance of breaking somebody down in their vital joints. It's how his mother got killed, eaten by a family of fishermen.
You know, if you put Macho Lobsto in a boiling water pot, he will scream until he dies.
You can't back him into the corner of that boiling water pot, though, because he will come back a fight. They're trading just snap mirrors and takedowns and all sorts of things. I mean, wrestling things.
Well, you're the best in the business, Victor.
You got that right, Mr. Flip Dude. Flip Dude.
Yeah, I heard you.
Ronda before? Or is that before your time? Oh, we could be seeing.
I invented the Hurricane Rana, actually.
There it is, the pincer hold. But no can do.
Made famous by grappling hero Dave Pencer.
The pincer hold. And Macho Lobsto, oh my goodness, he's taking off that turnbuckle padding. Protects these fine competitors from further damage.
Either one of these men could be susceptible to a concussion should they go head first into that turnbuckle. That could spell the end for their evenings tonight.
Sleeper hold, couldn't put the crustacean down. Pounding away. Right hand. And a huge move to... Do lobsters have shoulders?
A big back body drop.
Dayton, I don't want to look silly, dude. Do lobsters have shoulders?
Lobsters do have shoulders, yes. Lobster shoulders are a thing.
Well, that's a death drop of some kind. And there's an Indian death lock. Shades of a person who once did an Indian death lock.
Shades of Ric Flair down at ringside, who actually perfected that maneuver for a while before he started using the figure 4 back in 1973.
Wow. Wrestling historian Dayton Flip here for you. Christianity is a fantastic religion. Jesus once pinned Abraham Lincoln for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
That company never existed. What are you talking about? This is Florida Federation Wrestling. We're the #1 game in town.
Oh my goodness. There it is, the pedigree. This puts out everyone on the block. And it seems like time is up. Seems Macho Lobsto just got caught.
They're going to add another win to another check to the win column for H3 as he picks up a huge victory tonight against Macho Lobsto.
Yes, H3 put El Macho Lobsto in the trap, and now he's going to have to face the pot. H3 he's just pounding away at do lobsters have heads?
Yes, lobsters have heads.
Okay, making sure here. I'm not a biologist. Well, so long from the BLT Arena. I am Victor Farquar. That's Dayton Flip, and we'll see you on the ones and twos.
So long, farewell.
Get out of my building! Get out! Now! Showdown!